Okay then. Now then, we're back. I am back from the game. Yes, of course. Hello everybody, my name is Carnivores, and yes, I am back. We're... Well, actually I came back from New York City right now from September 22nd and 23rd, which is a very long time ago. And I haven't recently played games for a while because of that reason. And also, I've been really busy doing other things too as well, such as getting ready for the midterms, and then doing some homework, trying to catch up with my work. Right here, and work. There we go. There we go. Much better. Whoa. Okay. I'll forget it and go get this guy now. Wait, no. It costs a lot of money though. Yes, it does. Yeah, I guess. Anyways, well, since I am doing this, let's go talk at the same time. But yeah, I've been recently doing these things every now and then. Been busy, doing other things too as well. Like I said, midterms, homework, and now I'm doing. Well, since that one's over, that's great news. But also, I have to do other work too as well. And the main thing I always do right now is just I have a job as an internship, and my position for that one is just doing like 3D development, and that's it. And that's it. That's all they told me. Just do like I'm gonna be their little sponsorship as I am, but also they're paying me because I have a 3D printer, and I think I'm doing a little more upgrading too as well. Such as recently I went to New York City to the Maker's Fair. I discovered some new technology that they offer, and it was just amazing. I just found more interesting technology for me to upgrade to my business, and I'm just so excited. And then, oh man, it's just I want to like get to the point of New York City, but I'm just so lost words of now. So that's the only thing. And I am really happy about it too as well. I am very happy about that. I went to New York City, but then also trying to like, promote myself and also the NTU campus as well, because I do have a position myself to actually say, this is my job position as like sponsor NTU campus. It's not about me taking a break. It's about trying to like promote NTU campus because we need more students or some sponsorships to come over and then check out the NTU campus and then see what they can give us as an opportunity. Because recently when I went over there and then I asked them for if they have any internship opportunities and jobs related, and then they said that they do have a lot of opening for that area, but the only problem is that it's out of state from Arizona to here, from Arizona or from New Mexico to New York City. Now, one thing I really love about New York City is just that it was much more bigger than I anticipated. And I really do. I mean, it's really huge. I really experienced the entire expansion of it, and it's just mind-blowing. It's just amazing. Let me get this guy first. There we go. Concentrate a little bit more. There we go. And the other guy's scared. Okay. But yeah, it's just amazing. But then it's kind of like, well, let me see how I can explain the whole thing about the New York City. When we left from the other day, we were supposed to leave on a certain day on Thursday. That we could just be over there right away, have one day freebie, and that's it. But or it was like be there on Friday and then trying to experience as much as we can in New York City. But then we noticed that we read the airline tickets for Delta Airline. It was our planes leave about a little bit earlier on Thursday, so we left around Wednesday. Yeah, we're trying to get everything else ready to go. I was ready to go. My teammate was ready to go, so that was it. And then when we got to the airport, we stayed one of his a friend or one of their teammates home, because apparently one of his family members lived there in Albuquerque. And the next day when we woke up, it was around 3:30. Woke up, get on the airplane. That was it. Head up from Albuquerque to Atlanta, Georgia. But then we got a little issues with the airline flight attendants. She got very ill around there. We don't know what happened. Here they said that there might be a slight delay. Here they had to make an emergency landing up to Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis, Tennessee. And after that, when we got there here, apparently she was very ill and so forth. And we waited there for about 3 hours because we got there around 11 o'clock. And our plane left around 1:30. Here we had to get some new tickets for the airline, or new tickets for Atlanta, Georgia to New York City, because we missed our flight. That was the only problem that we had. Sorry about that. I had to get my 3D printer out. Anyways, when we got our new tickets to the Atlanta to New York City, I kind of like Atlanta a little more. I mean, it's not that bad. Anyways, it's not to be like rude or anything else. I do like it. It's just like I haven't gone that much in around here and there because I had to leave the flight to Atlanta to New York City. But then we got to New York City at midnight, around 1 o'clock a.m. Well, I think it was around their time, so it was like 9 o'clock-ish somewhere. I don't remember because because I remember it was very dark and I could not see anything else. I thought New York City was the king of lights, kind of like second place to Los Angeles. But I guess it wasn't, so I guess everything wasn't even that bright. I don't know. Because we landed at almost near Queens, almost close to Manhattan. And when we got there, we stayed at the hotel called LaGuardia Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn LaGuardia. That's what it's called. And when we got there, we began to, just rest it out. Next day, we had 1 day of freebie. It's kind of weird. I was very excited to actually check around the place, which is amazing. Let me get the transfer. There we go. That's a lot of this for a guy. After that, here we took it. We went to like a quick shop first for a second because one of the crew members he forgot one of his battery chargers, or his phone charger, the iPhone 6, home from Albuquerque. So we had to head up to some store. It's really not that bad. We head up to, what was it called? It was up toward north from Queens, from LaGuardia. We head up north to a little mall, but it's mainly for sorry, so close. We stopped to a little shop mall. It's for Asian Americans shopping mall, which is not that bad. I love it. It's not that bad. We walked around. It's basically like Asian theme as we anticipate it, and so forth. We got some of the phone chargers. After that, we head up to the transit system. We head about 2 blocks north upward. And then we tried to meet the transit system. The guys, they said that it's their first time to actually ride the transit system. I rode the transit system before. I used to travel Washington before high school for the close-up club. It wasn't even that new. I kind of know where I'm up against. And it was just like reliving the situation over again. Not like kind of like Washington D.C., but I kind of love it. So we hit up all the towns, and to tell you the truth, I love Queens architecture buildings. It's just so odd. Not like odd as strange, but it's just like oddity of like much older history of how, you know, how New York was made a long time ago. And it's just, I can't believe how it's like still standing there for the past years. And it's just mind blowing, to tell you the truth. It's just mind blowing to see the Queens buildings. It's just so amazing. I took a lot of pictures. I did some videos too as well. And then trying to like, relive the entire scenario, it was just amazing. And I do love it too as well. And after that, one other thing that actually escaped my mind was we're settling down in Queens, and then when I called my mom about it here, she's or one of my brothers, he told me to say make sure, I forget what he said. Make sure I forget what he said. Say good morning to everybody else. I was trying to figure out what was that what he mentioned about that. After that, when I get the idea of it, that I'm in Queens, it's from the scenario from Coming to America. Because I'm at Queens in New York City, and the buildings are just the original one from the movies, and it's just like mind blowing to know that I am in Queens, where they actually filmed the movie set. It's just mind blowing. I did not even notice it. It didn't even click into my head that I'm actually in that area. So it was just like wow, so to speak. And yeah, anyways, we went underneath the transit system. Whoa, 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 whoa! I knew there was something making noises. Oh man, that scared me. I was wondering what was that noise. I was like, what was that noise? I thought it was just that one. Oh man, scared me. Ooh, anywho, yeah, like I said, we did a little travel here and there while waiting for the transit system. And after that, we went to the underneath the transit system. That it was the main area of all is the Grand Central Station, and it's just marvelous. I just couldn't believe that the Grand Central Station was it's just mind blowing, to tell you the truth. It's just wow. I think some of you might notice it, but yeah, I guess you get the idea. But it's just, like I said, it's just marvelous. Actually, standing inside the Grand Central Station. And then when I got the idea is that what if this is the same area where they did the Avengers movie, which is the Grand Central Station, Chrysler Building, and then the whole block area. The one thing I did not find is a shawarma. For those of you out there, tell me which street is that, anyways, the restaurant for shawarma. I should have checked it out too on my map. I should have checked out where's the shawarma. Because that would have been interesting for me to actually try the food from the Avengers, and also check out the photos of the from the Avengers too as well. Sorry about that, I was trying to concentrate. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right in front of me. Behind the rock. Or behind the hill actually. There we go. Anyways. But yeah, it was just amazing that we are actually standing inside the Grand Central Station, and then going from the shawarma, and that's it. So after that, we walked from the Grand Central Station up to not Madison Square Garden. What was that? What street was it? That Times Square, that's what it was. Times Square Street. I think that's how you call it. I'm not sure if I get that right. Oh, no, 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 no. The Carnivores coming right behind me. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Scared the hell out of me. Bloody Gallimimus. Anyways. But yeah, we went from that one to Times Square. It was just, I didn't even notice that it was Times Square. And to tell you the truth, the Times Square, I thought it was big. I thought it was like what I see in TV, that it's like this really huge area. I mean, it's not that bad. When I saw it, it was not that bad, but come on, I thought it was bigger. And when I got there, I was like, it was all small area. I know I'm not like how big it is, but it's just like, come on, it's just a small area. Yeah, then we went from the Times Square up to Madison Square Garden. That's where we went to, and I love the park. It was just amazing. Of so many different types of species of trees, from somewhere around the old country, and then bringing up to the new country. It's just marvelous. I really love it. So then we took a little break from there on. We didn't even eat the entire way, and it was just frustrating for us to actually get some food, and then that's it. That's the only thing we missed. But here, one of our teams took a little bit too fast because they don't know how. Because we was just like we're in New York. Why we're in a rush? We can just take our time to actually admire the area. That's the one thing. Anyways, that's when we went from the Madison Square Garden. We took up to the Trump Tower. Everybody kind of like, don't care about it anyways. I mean, it's not that bad. I saw the Trump Tower. It's not that great. Yeah, I kind of my up there. Anyways, we did a little video of that one, the issue. After that, we took a little bit more walk. We took a walk to the Chrysler Building. We haven't even got to the close to being. We're not even that close to the Chrysler Building. We just stopped at some point. That's when we got really hungry. We lost one of the group members who was ahead of us at that time. After we tried waiting, all of a sudden we got a little bit hungry. That we said, I think he can just wait. So we went to a pizza place, which is not that bad. And actually, to get back is that their toppings is just great. To tell you the truth, I had one of the pizza slices with the ham and cheese, and the other ones with the onions, whole variety of onions, with purple and the yellow and the mixed onions. And it's just, oh, come on, and then it just tastes amazing. That was it. There we go. There we go. Got my menu. How long do I have? Okay, it's not that bad. I'm done for now. But yeah, I kept saying every now and then. Sorry about that. So we ate our lunch. We ran back to the Grand Central Station and then head back to the hotel. We again with the man, let me stop saying that. We went from the Grand Central Station and back to our hotel. After that, we one of my roommates, he said he got some tickets for the baseball game, which is not that bad. He got it at a lower cost. The only problem that I had on my side is that I had homework to do, and also I had to be prepared for the midterms as well. I had to choose which one's which. I didn't even get enough souvenirs for my family because we kind of rushed through things, and then for me, I was gonna get some souvenirs for the family. The problem was that well, I tried to, but here it's just we kind of rush through things here and there. We shouldn't be rushing through it that because we're in New York City, why do we need to rush through the entire place? Oh, yeah. That was way too close. Anyways. It was kind of like frustrating that we kind of rushed to it. That's the only thing that got me I got off edge. So, I stay in my room, study, like I usually do, study, and it was really struggling for me to actually concentrate right away because of the other guests in the rooms making other noises, which is the my first experience in New York. Yeah, not my first experience. That'll be the well, actually, it is the first experience in New York hearing those noises. So I guess they had fun. I guess. Anyways, the next day, it was the other event. It was September 22nd. We woke up early in the morning. We got into the event right away, just in time to. We ran a little problem along that way. When we got there, we told them that we're sponsoring for the into New Mexico, that we got our tickets and we're here. And apparently, they did not get the message. They said that they had no clue that we're here and that we're supposed to be sponsoring, and that they were supposed to get a table booth for us for the radio station, the photographs, and also for me to pass out my brochures and also pass out the invitation for the NTU campus. They did not know that we're available here. We kind of ran into issues. We try to like call for aid to see what we can do next. The only thing is that we have to do as much as we can. Just take some pictures, videos, and that's it. And then try to like get as much sponsors as we can. But our tickets, it has to be off our own hand. So the only way we have to do it is just we have to buy tickets. Just straight off. It was $50 per person. And it's just like a little bit too much on our own pocket. But hey, what we can do. So we went into the New York City Hall of Museum. Oh no, New York City Hall of Science Museum. I think that's what it's called. And it's just, again, marvelous to actually see the entire events here and there, from CNC machines, constructions, woodworking, arts and crafts, where the kids actually try science and technology. It's just marvelous of how they sponsor that entire event in one, basically for 2 days. It will be on the 22nd and the 23rd. And I was just like really in the mood to actually check out the events that I want to see, because there's like 5 zones. There is the one zone. Zone 1 will be the main area. Zone 2 is the inside museum to actually see the crafts and also the other activities. Zone 3 is one of my biggest interests, is the engineering area, which they sponsor CNC, 3D printing, technology. One of the other one was role playing, and then Zone 4 and Zone 5 will be for young adults to actually let them have fun, have little activities, and so forth. The only thing I kind of disliked was that they said we should do it as a group. I mean, it's okay for us to actually stay in a group, but why would we want to stay in a group? Because that one, it takes a lot of time, and also, I'm not actually. Well, actually, it's not that bad. We should. I hope they take. They do take some pictures of the entire event. It's just that for me, I don't want to do that entire situation where I just stay in like kiddie areas. It's not my type of thing. I just go over there and that's it. But from their side, they can actually do that position part. But then when we got to the museum, I kind of like lost them here, lost my entire team, which is kind of bad. But at least it's okay, because I texted them saying that I'll be since if we do get separated again, I'll be staying at I'll be done and I'll be hanging out around the rocket statue, which is the center point of the New York City's museum's rocket. And so forth. Sorry about that. I have to get the my 3D print, and I know those contours are coming out for me. So forth. Anyways, But yeah, it's just, I went my own way, and I check out the entire events from the other zone. It's just marvelous. I do post it up onto my YouTube channel, sorry, up for the New York City for NTU campus, and it's just whole bunch of science and technology that they showed. It was just amazing of doing holograms, some of the technology, statistics, and probability, which is not that bad. I didn't know they'd be sponsoring that one. Anyway, keep doing that anyways. But yeah, when we got from there, I traveled from those zones, went to the store because I want to get some souvenirs for my family. That way they actually have something else from them. But I kind of like have a list because I don't know how much money I have in my bank because I spent the $50 first. Oh boy. No, 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 no. Yes! Oh! That literally scared the crap out of me. Oh man, that's, wow. Oh, scary. Because I would lose my entire point. Oh man, that was creepy. Anyways, we went to the zones, got some souvenirs for my family, and yeah, that was it. And I don't know how much money I have left, but anyways. So, when we got to the point, to the museum, past that one, went to the souvenir store, got some stuff. I went out and then went to my favorite area will be the Zone 3 and Zone 2, which is the engineering field and also the 3D print area. I went to the Zone 2 area, which is the, I forget what canopy it was. So, went around there, and there was so many sponsorships from different companies that are looking for like piping connectors that actually make reuse pipes from PVC and metal to actually make different types of shelves, furnitures, or anything else that you actually have in mind. And they said they're looking for people to actually have a position for those. And that was it. And it's just, they say it's just an easy place. That was it. Not even that much big of a deal. The next one was the, which one was it? Oh yeah, it's right. One is the, they sponsored their tool technology, which actually cuts metal with a faster router machine. It's kind of like, mainly like a CNC milling machine, but this one you have like attachable, you actually attach it to the drill. Really, seriously? Oh. Oh well, what can you do? Anyways. So, went from that one position that I passed into some CNC machining that the university is doing. They're saying they're not actually sponsoring the machine. It's just as a demonstration, that's it. Next one was the form labs, which they actually melt plastic and do forming, which is amazing. I actually want to try out their products probably in the future. Then another forming machine again. The next one was very interesting. They actually made a machine that has water jet, very small, and it's really not that expensive. It's just very interesting stuff to actually cut smaller areas and smaller stuff too as well. And I was very interested. I kind of asked them some questions if they want to try it out and also come to the NTU campus. They said they'll be willing to if they can, if there is anything else that's out here in the NTU, if there is any opportunities, which there is a lot of opportunity out here for these kids to actually try it out, the business area, which they should. Well, it scared me. And after that, kept going on and on. The next zone, one of the biggest events I have ever catch my eyes on was the 3D printed area, and it's just a lot of canopy of 3D printing, and it's just a lot of people that does 3D printing with different type of printers. The only canopy area that I found that's the same thing, or that they use the same printer as mine that monetize is the I forget what they were. I should have asked for their business cards or anything else like that. It's just that I haven't got their information lately. And it's just a lot of 3D prints everywhere. It's just wow. And I feel like I'm not alone too as well. I kind of asked them some questions about their business of what their goal is. Some of them that are trying to make it as an entrepreneurship with serious struggle to actually trying to catch up. Because mainly a lot of people have 3D printers, yeah. Not in like entire world, but there are some few people that have 3D printers that they can actually grasp on. So that way they actually make their own prints at home. Oh, come on. Oh well. Let's go get this guy. And it's not that bad. It's just that they said they're still like having struggles to actually make vans here and there. And it does cost a lot. They do get some funding somewhere. I don't know where. But they usually say they always get some funding from their community at the time. But usually they make some great stuff too as well, which is not that bad. So from there on, I was finished the entire event, done with the zone. I met up with my own team. We did a short video of a review that the Makers Fair was interviewing. Here they asked us some questions that they want to know what they can do onto their slide, and after that, how we can actually benefit from theirs and so forth. I forgot what the question was. I kind of spaced it out from there. But it was very interesting that I kind of we kind of stood out to there, and also too as well. A lot of people noticed that we thought we were like the other tourists. How we look like Philippines, and also like much more of an Asian type of brownish people. But when we post out our logo brand for NTU Campus Navajo Tech, they were stunned to know that we're Navajo people, and that we're saying our symbol, our logo was the Navajo Technical University, Crown Point, New Mexico, with the Skyhawks brand, and that we're there to promoting ourselves, and they actually noticed us, and there was a fraction of people took pictures of us that were there, and it's just amazing. And it's just mind-blowing for them to actually see us there in the event. They didn't notice that too as well. They didn't notice us. Oh. Spinosaurus is over there. Where is he at? He's around there somewhere. So that was it. The next day, we kind of like, we want to do like a video interview of us, and kind of like do the NTU Campus radio, or a video channel. We kind of like had some setbacks again. Where are you going? We tried to do a video about it, but then we kind of had some issues with it. So we kind of like have our own grasping the idea of we kind of like grasp the entire, or our last look of New York City, and it's just so wow. I actually been to New York City, and I accomplished my goal. We went back from the back to the ground, back to the hotel, got our baggages, went back to the airport, And from there on, we went from New York City to Atlanta, Georgia. At this time, there's no errors this time. We went from New York City to Atlanta, Georgia to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we got back to the campus. We got back to the campus 1:30 a.m. morning time on Sunday, and I was so tired. My leg was tired. My entire throat was tired because I was talking to sponsors every left and right, and it still hurts too as well. My leg still hurts on this day because I haven't taken a break. I'm still working here and there, still moving my entire body, which is okay because I have to keep myself healthy as well. And we just accomplished our goal to actually went through there. We kind of had some difficulties with our group here and there, but it's okay. As long as we get it through, we get it done. That's it. And we know our own differences, how we know each other, and so forth. Now then, one of the interesting things I want to say is my own personal opinion about New York City, what's my experience through the entire event, and what we want to... Whoa! Yes! Gotcha! Oh man, it's scared me. Anyways, let me do one more of that, and we'll retry this again. And then after that, I will put my own opinion about the entire situation of what's going to happen next. What's the next step is one of my biggest questions. Heal this guy first. He's over here. Where is he? Anyways. Oh, yeah. Come on, where is he? I will not lose this guy. And I'm about to lose him. Oh, there he is. Okay. Whoa. Well, I'm out of bullets. Let me escape them. 2, 1. Okay. Now, my biggest conversation of all is my own opinion. New York City is not, it's just amazing for me to actually been there. Again, to tell you the truth. It's just amazing. When I was coming back from the airline from New York City into Atlanta and to Albuquerque, I was having one of the most interesting questions of all for myself to actually say is that I really do like New York City. It's not that bad, and it's just there's an amazing opportunity out there, and it is true for the famous quote was that you can make it to New York. And one of my biggest choice of all is that whether I should live in New York City. That's one of my biggest opportunities, whether I should live in New York City. Because recently, Washington D.C., I was thinking about living there too as well because of the some opportunity too as well. One issue that I have is that it's kind of very, I'm not sure how well it is because of how the environment was. It's much more opening for communities. What? Like a lot of combos there. I'm gonna get these guys first. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, I guess I could. Let me do like a nature walk on this thing. Because I don't want to like hunt and talk at the same time, so let's go do like observer mode. So that way. Let's go do like a long, interesting walk. Interesting for us to see is these guys, and see these two, this one, and maybe that guy. I can do maybe one more. Nope, I can do that. Anyway, okay. Alright, let's go do a nature walk. Okay. Yeah, because I want to. From Washington D.C., it's a very positive environment for me to actually live there. Very interesting area. There's a lot of close community to actually get along. And after that, I kind of like think about it, do some research from there, from high school to UNM, and I want to go back again because I want to like check out the entire museums, the art, some of the very interesting stuff that I haven't seen before from the Smithsonian area, and it's not that bad too as well. I really love it. But then from New York City, now it's like a big different step too as well, where I got like 5 internships or jobs for me to actually give it a try. When they asked me about my background position, what they're looking for, and then what their interests, I told them about my background, what industrial engineering, but also as a 3D developer too as well, and then other things I can do. And they're saying there's a lot of openings that they're available that is in my position, and it's just wow. It's just I just need like one resume and letter, and that's it. That's all I have to do. And it's just like mind-opening to know that they're like accepting any person no matter what. It depends on what type of background the person has. It doesn't have to be like very smart people. It has to be like for some people that they're looking for that is like available for certain areas. Ooh, I never seen this before. Where this goes to. Anyways. And it's just wow that I'm really getting the interest of this type of stuff. There is like some point where it's like I kind of have like second thoughts about it, where it's just like, you know, sometimes it's kind of okay for me to like live in New York City. I'll be okay in Queens, which is not that bad. It's just that I'm not sure how well the environment is from the community, how it's like not that bad and anything else. There are some other people, when I talk to them, they say it's not that bad. I mean, it's just depending on okay areas here and there, just as long as you just like keep it to yourself, which is the same thing over here in Arizona. And it's just like it's just keeping it to yourself, and that's it. You don't have to like do any situation, and that's it. But from New York City area, from over here from home, it's way much different because over here at home I get like open areas. I can just do wherever I want. There's nothing else I can. There's like a lot of things I can do out here. Versus over there in New York City, you have to like keep yourself busy, keep yourself entertained. Then also, you know, kind of like create a lot of friends, yes, and it's just like it's a bit too much out there to tell you the truth. And then living from that city area depends on what type of location area, how far is your work, and it's just like a lot of things getting up to my mind. That's the biggest issue I have from there on. And also another thing was the hello. You got a new color there, my friend. And it's just, I don't know, I kind of like have like second thoughts about New York City. And on top of that, the biggest difference of all is that the water is not even, there's no such thing as free water there. You have to like buy water. You literally have to buy it. It's not like over here in Arizona and New Mexico where you have like free water, that's it, because we usually have water for our crops, animals, and also for ourselves, so like food, that's it. But then compared to over there, it's just like, it's not. You have to like literally buy water. I don't mind sodas and anything else like that, or any other beverages. It's just I cannot survive without that one life source, that's the one thing. And that's the biggest difference of all. There is no water fountains in the streets, it's just gone, there's nothing else. The only water fountain you can actually get that is for free is in the Madison Square Garden, that's it. But that's like literally far, far away distance. You have to like go, you have to take a walk to the transit system, go to the transit system to the garden, Madison Square Garden, go from Times Square and head to Madison Square Garden to actually get water from there on. That's it. There's no other way to actually gain water. Because around there, over there, the cost of water is way much different from over here in Arizona, where the water cost is like way much higher from their side than it is over here in New Mexico and Arizona. That's the biggest difference. And it's kind of like mind-opening to actually understand what type of area I have to see. Hello, buddy. You bastard that ate me before. But yes, that's I have to like understand the situation of how certain areas might affect my type of it might affect me mainly because of it's a bit too much out there, mainly, to tell you the truth. It's just too much out in the city that is like, it's very big, but it's very compact, to tell you the truth. Very compact indeed. It's just, I kind of like don't like it being clustered all the time. That's the biggest issue I have. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I have to like get more thinking about myself here and there. And then next is, the next second question was the opportunity out here in Arizona and the Navajo community. It's very difficult for me to actually convince the entire community to like get involved with this type of activity and get them involved with this type of stuff because there's a lot of opportunity out there that I can actually bring it in over here to the Navajo community, and that we have to like get them open. That's the thing, and it's really difficult for me to actually get them to choose on my side rather than having them to actually like, stay away from it. Because in the Navajo tradition, which it totally sucks for me to live in it. I mean, how do these people even survive out here? That's my biggest question. Is that the community out here is just like total backwards of like, they have like a different mindset, like trying to stay away from it. They don't want to get involved, or that they don't want to have the opportunity. And that was the most ridiculous thing that I've encountered from these different types of people. And many of these people, and also the kids and teenagers, they actually have like opposite mindset. They actually have like different opinions, to tell you the truth. All they think about is just Facebook, partying, anything else like that at all. That's not their type of future. That's not what we're supposed to live in. Their future is just like, we want to give them the opportunity for them to actually give them a better chance. That's the biggest thing that I'm trying to accomplish. It's really difficult for out here for them to actually understand that major goal. That I've been working with my instructors and one of my teams that we're trying to do the same thing over here from what is over there at Makers Fair at New York City, and we want to do over here in the Carnival community. It doesn't have to be a big event. We're going to do like a small one, and also we have to get some sponsorships to come out here and give them the opportunity as well to actually get them motivated, get them to actually say, like, we can actually and make these students inspire their minds, get them open up to it. Because out here, Navajo area, it's just the same cycle over and over and over again of, repeating automotive construction, welding, ranching, so forth. I get the idea that's a great opportunity, yes, but we need to open them up a little bit more, give them a click or flick of a finger. That's it. We don't want to stay in the same cycle over and over with the same technique and the same skills. I'm really getting frustrated about that. I really hate it. And I mean it too. I really do hate it about it. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just that I want to get them to actually open up their mind, actually see a little more further up ahead, rather than just staying in the same cycle over and over again. I don't want them to say, like, there's nothing out here to do out in the desert. What? There's nothing else to do rather than just looking at the sand, that's it, just kick around. There's a lot of opportunity out there. You got to do something else with the dirt. You got to do anything else with it. What can you do? You just kick it. That's it. You've done something else. That's the only thing. What else you can do with it? There's like a lot of... Whoa, my battery's about to die. Oh, no. Anyways, to my final opinion, it's just very difficult for me to actually get them open-minded out towards like certain activities here and there. And that's one of the frustrating parts for me, actually, like, get them open-minded and then get them to actually do something else, even much more than that. You can't just stay in the same cycle. You will have to apply a new skill. Because for me, as an industrial engineer, I have to apply a lot of things in my life. I have to do 3D painting, do graphic design. I've been doing management, doing projects, and now I'm going to do another one for my business, is doing blacksmithing, improving my blacksmithing skills, improving my blacksmithing business, trying to improve another machine, which is the form labs. I can just use the form plastic to actually make a better business opportunity. I can keep going on and on and on. It's just that you have to make it happen, and I am making it happen. I have to get these kids to actually open up their mind, open up the idea of what they have to see up in their head. Because out there, out of states, they moved on further and more. Whereas over here, we're still stuck in a cycle over and over again. Right, buddy? Just say yes. I think he nodded though. He said yes. He said yes. Okay, cool. I would like to go down here a little more to just check out these guys and also talk a little more. But unfortunately, my battery's about to die out. I think I have about 5% left, so hopefully this is a good conversation, and what my experience up to New York City, what I have experienced, and when I came back, and hopefully I have to like open up the minds a little more, because so far I have recruited more high school students from college, Crown Point high schools to actually join the engineering program. I told them that you can actually join the other programs too as well, which is the construction, anything else at all. It's all related, that's the only thing. I kind of like dislike some of the students out here in the campus that they're like, you know, totally against every engineering, so they just like do the opportunity. We're still working together no matter what you say, doesn't matter. The only thing is that I'm not sure how their mindset is like the goal is. I'm not sure if it's like if they want to stay in the same situation. That's fine, okay. Just stay in that situation. Hopefully that does work out in the future. Hopefully that will help them out. That is their own choice. That's their own choice. That's the only thing. But don't get me, or don't just get in my way. That's it. To actually recruit more other students to actually open their mindset toward newer opportunities. That's it. If you want to join, come join me. That's it. If you don't want to join, fine. That's your own will. That's your own choice. I don't have to like control you. This is your own life. This is your own one choice. That's it. But again, if you are interested, I do have an open door to actually invite many people to actually check out the situation. So again, hope this is interesting. Hope this find a conversation with open-minded. And again, I am back playing games. I will do some more again. I will finish up more videos later on in the future. I have done some other videos. I just need to start editing and fixing them. So, I hope I catch you guys later on in the future. Peace out. Have a great day. Hey, check this out. There you go. Nuts. Right. Oh, so close. No. Oh, so close. No!